I wasn't particularly a fan of the original State of Decay when I first played it. I didn't like the art style and the UI felt clunky. There was no hand-holding, and with permadeath I, well, died a lot. And when the game recently celebrated its 10-year anniversary, I thought I'd give it another look.
Oh wow, he's getting absolutely decimated there, isn't he? Maybe I should help him.
Obviously I help him out, but it seems my mate has a bit of a bite fetish.
Jesus, my guy's been bit more times than a bloody... Insert something funny in there, I guess.
Ah yes, the IKEA of comedy. I'll set it up, but you gotta put it together yourself.
Let's try my dodge technique. Oh, it doesn't work as well on this game as it does in State of Decay 2.
I continued to clear the area of the undead, but my mate has a tendency of getting in the way.
Looked like I decked him.
But no matter how many times I tried, I wasn't able to repeat that action. The game suggests we crouch to avoid being detected, and that goes about as well as it usually does.
Look, we're synchronized beating. Oh, wow. I mean, obviously I'm better than you, but you know.
We then get to the Rangers station, and there's a couple of lads hanging out. They ask if I'd be willing to climb to a high place and get the lay of the land. We then hear some gunshots in the distance and rush to their aid.
Where there's guns, there's... guns, I guess. Yeah, I want a gun.
Although on the way I do misjudge the distance and kind of fall down a cliff. Luckily my ankles are made of carbon fibre. I run to the person's aid, but there's like 2 zombies at best. And I really don't understand why the bloody hell she needs our help.
Why am I helping her? She's got the gun. I've just got a fucking piece of stick, like.
It's proper daft, like, she's not even in trouble. I reckon she just wanted to flex her skills.
Again, this woman has got a beast of a shot. Why am I here with my stick, like?
So after we rescue the not-so-damsel, I become her in order to gain access to her greatest asset.
Now I've got a gun.
Although I probably should have left the NPC to handle the firepower. We get back to the ranger station. However, everyone inside has had their guts ripped out.
We gotta at least check the place. Somebody might have survived.
I mean, look at the state of the place, but I doubt it very much.
He's gone.
Really? You had to run all the way over there and check his pulse? Are you serious? Look at the state of the guy!
Inevitably, the dead reanimate, and the 2 of us just stand there and don't even react. The game finally tells me to save Ed, but I suspect it's too little too late and decide to go for mercy. But my shooting's been less than desirable, so this big lad steps in with a piece of 2x4. Ed actually survives his run-in with the zombie, but he's not in a good way and we have to escape. But first I raid the dead of all of their bullets. We gotta leave the mountain, but it's fair to say it's a good old trek. So I stick a waypoint onto a nearby car and make a move.
You know what they say, teamwork makes the dream work. Hey.
I get in the pickup and you'll be glad to know even in this game the cannon fodder sits in the back. Either the carpentry is much better or the cars are much weaker in this game.
Can't drive through fences with it, but that's alright.
We then make our escape with a death-defying stunt.
Oh my god, I can't believe we made that jump.
But little did I know there was actually a horde chasing us down.
You know what, I'm gonna have a go at these. Look, I'm just gonna practice my sharpshooting skills. Come on, bud. This way, this way, this way, this way.
But no matter how many times I shoot, I can't trick the horde into running off the edge of the bridge. And what annoys me the most about that is the zombies are actually just smarter than me. We continue driving down the mountain and we get a radio message from Lily Ritter. We need sanctuary and Ed needs some serious medical attention due to all the biting. She agrees to help us and tells us the location of her base. So we arrive, but one of their knobheads ain't happy they're taking in refugees. And to be honest, you can't really blame him. At the end of the day, one of us is literally infected with the zombie virus. And in order to win him around, I agreed to go on a medical supply run to try and save Eddie Boy's life. But before I go, I raid them of their supplies, mainly interested in their Molotovs. Obviously, I leave as loud as possible and steal their brand new pickup.
Now I feel like proper American.
And on the way, I come across our first wandering horde, so decide to test out those Molotovs I borrowed. But I wish I was warned about this zombie who literally tanks the molly to the face and walks away with no injuries.
Why is he getting too close to me?
And you'll be glad to know I'm still shooting worse than the NPCs. Moving on, I get to my destination, and I once again have to climb to a tall place. I spot a veterinary clinic in the distance that is yet to be raided, and radio in for a bit of backup. And I'm explicitly told not to bring a car as they're too valuable and extremely noisy. And the last thing we want is a horde of Zeds storming our location.
Oh, for Christ's sake, how is that not destructible?
But I've never been great with authority, and the last thing I want to do is carry a load of heavy shite back to base.
What did I say? No cars.
Shut up, you prick.
You're the newbie, so you get a bust in the window.
Bust in your face, you fat-headed prick.
Seeing as he's being such a twat about the noise, I bust in 3 windows with unsuppressed gunfire. I then find some medical supplies, then clear out an approaching horde. And that's when I notice something that's not in the second game.
Oh, that's interesting. I can barricade windows. Didn't know you could do that. I'm not gonna bother doing it. I got a fucking gun, like. Oh, you were lucky, love. I almost shot you in the face.
And apparently my searching skills are not up to standard.
You literally just search in the same place that I just searched, like, honest to God.
After we've searched everything, Alan wants us to carry all these heavy rucksacks back to base. But I'm like, nah, fuck that, mate. There's a reason we mine dead dinosaurs for over 100 years.
Hey, dipshit. Trying to be sneaky here.
Yeah, no, just get in the fucking car.
And I guess they don't appreciate my attempt of vehicular manslaughter.
Losing trust. Reckless driving. Oh, wait, is that even a thing in this game?
Well, fuck them, they'll have to make their own way back to base. Meanwhile, I do what I do best and mow down a horde of wandering zombies. But it seems they ain't gonna bother moving unless I'm holding their hand. So we start jogging back to base, but it's kind of obvious my woman definitely skipped Pilates.
Honestly, this rucksack's heavy, like.
Go easy. You're gonna kill yourself like that.
Well, I wouldn't be killing myself if I could just use a pissing car.
And guess which silly fucker suffers from that decision? Muggins over here, innit?
Oh, great, I just been bitten. Nice one, mate. Wouldn't have got bitten in a car, would I?
It might be a little bit too little too late, but eventually Alan's friend gets bored of jogging. But Alan's not happy and pisses off on his own. And I say fuck that old bastard and steal a car that's parked nearby. And it's so much better than the last car. Look at this cool decal. If you enjoyed this video and would like to see more, why not leave it a like? I'll tell you what, if we get 500 likes, I'll do a full playthrough of this game. You'll be glad to know we get back to base without even a single road traffic collision. I then give Lily the meds, but that cheeky minx has double-crossed me. You see, she's got her own illness and wants to use the spare meds for her own purposes. What a conniving bitch. So to cool off, I head out to search for more weaponry. And because this is the same map that I've played in State of Decay 2, I know exactly which way to go. But seeing as this is canonically before the second game, me searching this gun shop means that Terry can't search it in the future. Either that or someone's returned to put back all of the AK-47s. I find a half-decent stash, then realise we have some neighbours hanging out in the house opposite. So I decide to be neighbourly and pay them a visit. You know, bring them a cup of sugar, maybe an incendiary shotgun shell or two, jump face first through double pane glass to show them who's the real alpha. You know, regular neighbour stuff. It turns out they actually want to join our team of degenerates, and figuring it would piss off Alan, I'm like, yeah, come on boys, let's join the team. I then figure I'd be nice and give them a lift back, and I get into the car in the most unorthodox way imaginable. But remember, I only put things in the back that I don't mind losing.
Oh, look at that. Oh.
They join the team, but I'll be honest, I don't even know what these guys' names are. And on second thoughts, maybe Alan had a point when he said the cars were too noisy.
Oh, the zombies getting in the base. God damn. I thought you were supposed to be doing your job up there, Watchtower.
After a brief fight, I agree to escort Sam to trade some medicine. And let's hope Lily doesn't steal all of these medical supplies for herself.
Honestly, I thought this place was supposed to be like a safe zone. It's terrible. It's no safer than outside, like.
And I keep bloody forgetting that these fences were obviously manufactured in Wakanda.
Oh, Christ. And I can't drive through fences. But that's like my entire driving stat. Gotta drive through everything I can.
I'll be honest, the chosen location to pull off this trade was a little sus. Other than that, the trade goes off with no issues. But that's mainly because there's no warlord mechanic in this game.
Now give me all your shit.
Although I say that, the trade went fine, it was the journey back where everything went to shit.
Okay, so this one might be my bad.
And no matter how much I tried, there was simply no reversing out of this ditch.
Maybe that old bastard was right. We shouldn't be relying on cars.
We jump out, but a lot of zombies have heard the commotion.
Oh my god, that's a lot of dots, and we're going to be bringing a lot of zombies back to base with us.
I'd run out of ammo pretty sharpish, so instead just leg it back to the church. At the end of the day, we're always told a problem shared is a problem halved. And also sharing is caring. Basically any excuse so I don't have to fight the undead on my own. And after a quick pinch of other people's supplies, we dig deep and fix the issue that I started on my own.
Shit, I'm dry.
Bit too much information if I'm being honest with you, love, but okay.
After that, I swap characters and head out to clear a local infestation. And you'll notice I've learned from my mistake not taking any loud cars with me. Actually, I'm chatting shit. This is a new character and I want to use her as cannon fodder.
I could use some food.
I mean, you're gonna be food if you don't bloody stamp on that zombie, you prick. Honest to God, woman.
I managed to clear the infestation in the least efficient way possible, by basically running around and shooting everything in the face that chases me.
Oh, for Christ's sake, man.
And by the time I finished, I only have a measly 11 bullets left.
We done it! And it almost nearly cost my entire life.
Thankfully, the area is now completely safe and I can head back to base without any issues.
Oh, for Christ's sake.
Once back, we get word on the radio that there's some army folks visiting town. down. And thank Christ for that, we're saved. I can't wait to not have to deal with that old miserable prick again. But it turns out the army are actually bigger pricks than Alan, and basically in a not so polite way tell me to fuck off. I respond the only way I know how, but he's got the reflexes of a cat on anabolic steroids.
Literally, I've never known anyone to be so agile.
So I head back with my tail tucked between my legs. After that, Lily once again jumps on the radio and asks if anybody can help out her idiot brother, who's got himself into a spot of bother with a horde of zombies.
Simple Uber driver mission. What could go wrong?
And if you're suddenly wondering why the car has some pretty serious damage, how about you mind your own bloody business, alright? Jacob's surrounded on a farm, and thanks to my State of Decay 2 experience, I know this map like the back of my ballsack.
Oh, for Christ's sake, why do I keep forgetting you can't crash through fences?
Thankfully, I know a foolproof strategy to help anybody out when in need. Jacob wasn't actually on his own, but with his boyfriend Eli, and I get the impression they're trying to keep this secret from their families. But as of yet, I'm not sure if that's because their families wouldn't approve of a gay relationship, or whether or not their family is actually just one large family and they're trying to prevent some cousin fucking. We have to cause a distraction so Eli can escape safely. I use some firecrackers and it goes perfectly well. Nobody got munched on and in no way did anybody almost die. Although while making my escape, I do notice there's at least 2 cars in perfect condition. So why the bloody hell do they need me to travel all the way out there so urgently?
It's a miracle you lot have survived this long.
He says that, then rolls the car almost immediately. We're both thrown from the vehicle, but that's the least of our concerns. The car is stuck on its side, and we just so happen to have 2 wandering hordes performing a pincer movement on us.
Okay, yeah, we got issues, mate. We got issues.
Issues is putting it really fucking lightly. I managed to shake him off, but Jacob's not as lucky.
Lily, about your brother.
I spray and pay magazines after magazines of bullets into the crowd. If Jacob's not a member of the undead, he's certainly a fucking colander. But that Jacob Ritter, he's built different. After I run out of ammo, I use my machete to charge in. And that crazy little bastard is not just living, he's thriving. Together we finish off the hordes, retreat backwards to collect a new car, then use the new vehicle to free the old one. I mean, come on now, I bloody had to. That's a limited edition paint job. And I can't imagine Los Santos Customs are up and running during the apocalypse.
And everyone knows paint jobs are really important in the end of the world situations.
Although I do have a small issue about getting out of the farmer's field, seeing as the carpenters in Trumbull Valley have been known to dabble in vibranium.
Am I literally just trapped in this field forever?
Thankfully I'm not, but it's fair to say I made a bloody big mess of my exit. But other than that, thankfully we get back to base with no further issues. Okay, other than the car being set on fire, that is.